So we felt like having cookies, but the store was out and they didn't have any quick mix either. So here's our solution. We're going to make our own from scratch. Okay, so here we're trying to get 125 grams of butter. We did leave the butter out for a little while so it softened before she's cutting into little cubes. The cubes are just going to make it easier to measure out to 125 grams. 127 is close enough to 125. We're just going to leave it. Okay, then we're going to put in 100 grams of brown sugar. As you can see, it's kind of getting stuck in the jar, so we're just going to use a spoon to break it up. Try not to put in too many big clumps. $125 grams of castor sugar, 225 grams of self-rising flour. That's the important part, self-rising. So we each picked our favorite chocolate, and we're going to add that instead of chocolate chips. Here we're going to put in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You can see on our bottle it says vanilla essence, but as long as that's safe for human consumption, like this is an edible one, not like a candle one, then you're fine. Okay, we're going to do half a teaspoon of salt. You always want to use salt that hasn't been around any other spices, because we're Indian. We keep a spice dish, but the salt in there always gets the different flavors from other spices. Okay, now you're going to mix in the butter and then the 2 different sugars into one bowl and then start stirring. You can actually use a whisk. She's going to decide to use her hands because she says it's just easier and faster this way and one less thing to wash. Okay, make sure you break your egg into a separate bowl. That way if the shell gets in there, you can get it out before you put it into the mix. You're going to shake it a little bit so it's beaten slightly, and then you're going to throw that into your mixing bowl. Okay, next we're going to put in the vanilla extract or the essence, depending on which one you used. Okay, give that a little mix. Mix your salt with your flour. Okay, you're going to put in the flour slowly and start mixing it. Once it starts mixing in, you're going to keep adding until you're done. Time to break down the chocolate, which is my favorite part. The Terry's orange is my favorite chocolate, so I've selected to put that in, and she's going to use Galaxy. I'm just going to break them all down as little pieces. This is about the size you want it. Once it's this level, throw it into the mix. You should be able to make 12 golf ball size cookies with this mix. We're using a non-greased parchment paper. Okay, you're going to give them all a little press down. This will help them bake thoroughly through. Our oven was preheated to 356 Fahrenheit, and we're just going to put the cookies in for 7 minutes. Kayla just heard the word cookie, and now she's probably looking for hers. So our first tray is in. We're going to do our second tray now. We can get another 6 cookies on here, and this tray we're going to bake for 10 minutes. This will make them a little harder. 7 minutes is done, we can start eating our first batch. You should technically let them rest for a few minutes, but we're not very patient. Okay, we're gonna put in the second ones, and this is gonna be a 10-minute bake. So I tested the first cookie within 30 seconds of getting it out and didn't burn my mouth so bad, so then everybody else had some. So this is the second batch. We preferred the first batch, honestly. We like the softer cookie rather than the harder cookie, but I did want to try both. Please like and subscribe, and we'll be making videos similar to this on Tuesdays, and I'll upload a gym workout on Thursdays. Thank you.